Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be seduction, from crash and burn to success. So I've got 3 different emails I'm going to go through with you today. The first guy met a girl, started doing well with her, hooked up with her, and basically, as he put it in his own words, started acting like a needy little bitch, and he got friend zoned. So he's older. He was married for 24 years. He's in his late 40s. And he's having a really frustrating time. He's been doing online dating, which was frustrating. And then he met this girl, and things went really great at first. And then he just basically fucked it up. So he obviously crashed and burned. And so I've got a couple of other emails that I'm going to go through. And you can see the second email is from a guy. He's making a little bit of good progress, which is great. And then in the third email, the guy did a brilliant job of meeting a girl, and I think he ended up hooking up with her on the second date. So you're going to see a really good contrast of 3 different guys that are kind of at 3 different places of perfecting their dating, pickup, and seduction game. And so I got a quote that I wrote on this topic, and then we're going to go through all 3 of these emails. And the quote says, "Success is a process that happens slowly over time by consistently practicing, rehearsing, and refining your approach to getting to where you want to be. Most unsuccessful people in life have either convinced themselves that success is not possible for them because of the self-created, disempowering stories that they tell themselves to keep from taking any action, or they simply give up at the first sign of difficulty that they encounter. You can become great at anything in life that you truly love and have a passion for through time, repetition, learning from your mistakes, and modeling the success of people who are already achieving what you would like to one day achieve." Everybody at some point was a beginner. I mean, that's the bottom line. And it's like I said, this first guy, he's 49. So he was with the same woman for 24 years. And so even at 49, he's getting back into the dating game, and he was in his 20s when I don't know how many years he dated. Maybe he was with this woman his whole life. And so even somebody that's almost 50 years old gets back in the dating game, this stuff is going to be weird and awkward for them, and they're going to struggle. And it's great sharing these stories because everybody, no matter where you are, can learn something from them. Because all women are different, women are emotional beings, and you never know what they're going to throw at you next. So the first guy says, "Hey Corey, I've read your book 3 times now, and I'm still freaking learning, but I love it. I had been married for 24 years, and last January we split. I moved to my own house and started my new life this past June and started dating women from an online site." He says, "What a nightmare. Are they all nuts, or is it me?" Well, bottom line is there's quite a few messed up fucking women out there, and that's the way it is. I saw a video where, I can't remember what it was. The guy did this curve, and it's like the hotter a woman is, the more psycho she tends to be, and then the more average she tends to be, the more kind of level-headed. And one of the things, it's really true. A lot of really super fucking beautiful and hot women are some of the most fucked up women out there. And it's like, so why is that? You think a woman is beautiful and has everything she wants in essence, and everything just gets handed to her, life should be pretty easy, you think, right? Wrong. Think about it from this perspective. You get a super hot, fucking drop-dead gorgeous woman, and ever since she was a little girl, people have been telling her how beautiful she is, how amazing she is, and people just like her because she's fucking hot. And even other women want to be around her and get beauty tips from her, just be around her. I mean, think about it. And back in high school, most people would have loved to have been friends with the captain of the football team, or the captain of the cheerleaders, or the hottest girl in school, or the hottest guy in school. If you're a guy, why? Because if you're a guy and you're hanging out with the most popular, successful guy in school, guess what? There's usually lots of women around because all the girls want to date and sleep with them. And you might get some spillover. And it's the same thing with women. Women want to hang out with the most popular, attractive woman. Because it's just like attracts like. But like I said, the really super beautiful women, the more they have had people kissing their ass their whole life, they're going to get spoiled. And some women, it's like they start to believe their own publicity. And then it's because people are always handing them shit, buying shit for them. Everybody just fucking gets out of their way, just constantly bending over backwards to do things for him. Like, think about it. Hot fucking girl with big boobs. She's got an amazing dress. Cop comes over, single guy. He's thinking, damn, I'm going to be extra nice to this girl because I'd like to date somebody like that. So they let her off with a warning. Maybe they try to get her number. Maybe they don't. Maybe they give her the card. Hey, give me a call sometime. Whatever it happens to be. And so they're just used to everybody kissing their ass. So they start to think that they're special and they're different. And the worse they behave, the more people tend to tolerate it. And so as they grow up and as the years roll by, they can pretty much be a total fucking jackass. They can treat a boyfriend like shit, and he'll still keep coming back for more and putting up with it. Why? Because he loves her and because she's hot. She's the hottest thing he's ever had. And so everything that she sees in her world supports her worldview that I'm special and I'm better than everybody else. And therefore, I think everybody watches has probably seen a video at some time or another of a really beautiful, successful celebrity or actress when they're being a total fucking asshole to somebody. That happens sometimes. People let this shit go to their head and their egos get out of control and they're just miserable to be around. So it's definitely possible that you're going, and the hotter the woman is, the likelihood that she's a little fucked up and spoiled, it goes up. It's just the way it is. Not all women are like that. I've dated plenty of really beautiful, amazing women who had their fucking shit together and were very humble about their beauty. He says, I live in a small town that is mainly a retirement community, and I'm here because my daughter is here with her mom. I have her 50% of the time, and to make matters worse, I work from home full-time as a project manager. Anyway, I started curling and met this girl who was 42 and I'm 49. I played it very cool, teased her and played the James Bond 90% of the time, and I was a brat 10% of the time. We hooked up and had a great night. She then ran for the wind, wasn't ready, and didn't want our relationship to screw up the curling, so I once again backed off, just playing it cool. She came back to me a few weeks later and told me, I've made a decision. I want to be with you. He says it was a fucking amazing feeling, and I became a needy asshole and fell out of my center. She said she really wanted to be part of my life, but only as good friends. I got friend zoned. That fucking sucks. You meet a girl, you're thinking, this is fucking awesome. You start being a little extra nice, start kissing her ass. Boom. Right away you're in friend zone. So I looked at her and realized, yep, I fucked up. Even though I'd only been 10 days, but I cared for her. However, I was not interested in another female friend, and I walked out. I stopped going to curling as we were on the same team, and I wanted to walk away and completely ignore her. Did I do the right thing, man? Fuck yeah! When a woman says, hey, I can give you friendship, but not romance, you say, no, I'm not interested in that. It's like, come on. You expect after what we shared, I'm going to be around you and keep my hands to myself? No fucking thank you. But if you ever change your mind, God, I'd love to see you again. That would be amazing. And then you walk and you never look back. And if she reaches out, you make a date. He says, this dating shit in my late 40s really sucks. Chicks are so picky now. It's not that they're so picky. It's just you need to improve your game. It's like, dude, you've been out of the game since you were basically a teenager or in your early 20s. And more than likely, when you were with a woman that long, you probably didn't date a lot. And so you don't have a lot of experience going out on dates, hanging out, having fun, and hooking up. So you're going to be rusty, dude. It's just the way it is. But you got laid. That's amazing. That's awesome. You met somebody that was in your social circle. Boom. That's why you need to read the book and keep applying it, because you will get better. So let's go to the second guy's email. He says, hey, Corey, you don't have to reply back. I just want to tell you that you have transformed my life. My partner of 7 years had cheated on me, so I left her and found you. I read the book 15 times or more, and I still read it. I smashed the gym and kitted myself out. Kitted. He's from Scotland, by the way, so I guess it's something they say over there. I'll be honest, before I perfected things, I messed up about 6 potential girlfriends by doing the wrong things. But what do you say about repetition? Repetition is the mother of skill. I learned that from Tony Robbins 25 years ago. It's fucking true. He says, I now have an amazing, beautiful woman who tells me every day that I am so different. She often says things like, wow, where did you come from? He says, your book also let me know why my ex cheated on me, and I now know to not make those same mistakes again. I've given your book to any male down at the gym that will listen to me. As for the ones that don't listen, well, I just watch them fail and fail again. It's like, that's the problem with guys, man. It's so interesting. When I got into this business, I learned a statistic that was kind of discouraging at first because of what I'm doing. Most of my clients, 90% of my clients are men. But the reality is 95% of the self-help books on dating and relationships are all bought by women and only 5% by guys. And so what you see is men are very egocentric, and especially around dating. No guy wants to admit that they're not very good with women because it's like, hey, that makes you feel inadequate. And so that's why guys would never, before we had Google Maps and all and GPS and all those things, that's why guys would never stop and ask for directions. We want to feel successful, that we don't admit that we don't know that we're lost or whatever. We don't want to admit that we're not good with women. And that's why these guys, they're not open to it. It's like they just think, oh, it's just a matter of just over and over and over. Eventually, it's just a matter of finding the right girl. It's more than that. You can find the right girl, but if your skills suck, you're going to fucking blow it, just like the first guy's email. His skills aren't very good because he's learning this stuff at 49 years old, so he fucked it up. But he learned. He realized what he did wrong to turn her off, and that's how you get better. These particular guys at the gym that you're sharing the book with, it's like you can't help them because they're not open to it. They're not interested. It's just like an addict, a drug addict, until they recognize that they've got a drinking or an alcohol problem. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much people love them or want them to change. They're not open to it. You can't fucking help them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. He says, it's amazing to witness the neediness that I once had myself. I was not a confident person 10 months ago. Amazingly, my girl tells me the confidence I show in myself turns her on so much it drives her crazy. She wants me all the time and any place. I would challenge anyone who says your work is not great. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's why I say, it's like you can think I'm a jerk off, but if you just apply the things I teach, you'll see that it works. I do this for a living because I love it. I'm not here to debate what I know. I mean, I'm teaching what works. I'm not here putting theory out there going, yeah, maybe you should try it. I know what works. I teach this shit to thousands of men and women all over the world every single fucking year. If you look at the reviews on Amazon and all the positive feedback I get on YouTube, it speaks for itself. The evidence is there. And that's why I'm not interested in dealing with haters or people who are critical or think they're going to tell me how I should run my business or the way I need to do things or the way I need to dress. Like, shut the fuck up. Focus on your own shit. Focus on your own life. If your way of living is so great, go be a great example and be awesome at that. And if your way really is so great, other people will show up and want to do it. That's why I teach the stuff. I'm here to teach what I know. I'm here to teach what I know to people who are willing to learn just like you. That makes me happy. I'm not interested in fighting or arguing with people. I grew up in a family that's all that we did. I spent several decades of my life in that kind of environment with every person I was involved with. It was like that. Even my business partnership that I was in for 10 years, the first several years of relationship, we fucking argued all the time. And it's like, I'm not interested in that. And that's why when somebody shows up and they're hating on my, posting hateful comments on my YouTube channel, it's like, my assistant just blocks them. I don't even want to deal with it. It's just not worth my fucking time. The world's full of negative people who are going to try to drag you down to their level. And I would just much rather work with people who are gracious, who are appreciative, and who just have the attitude of, hey, Corey, just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it, man. He says, like you say, apply the things that you teach. He says, I owe you a lot. You're an absolute gentleman. And if you are ever in Inverness, Scotland, you can look me up and dinner and drinks are on me. I would still say I'm not a 3% man, but I'm getting there. You never stop learning. There's always another level you can get to. You can never stop growing and never stop evolving. You get to the top of the mountain, you realize, you know what, there's a bigger fucking mountain. Thank you again, Corey Wayne. I'll keep giving your book to as many people as I can. Well, thanks for the referrals and thinking of me. I appreciate that. So let's get into the third guy's email. Now, this particular guy posted a comment on one of my YouTube videos. And he says, hey, Corey, I just wanted to share a success I just had. Thanks to your work. I just met this girl 3 days ago. She messaged me on Facebook saying she found me attractive, and so did I about her. It's pretty easy when you're focused on being fucking awesome. Women are going to find out about you, even if you don't have a YouTube channel and you're not on TV, or You can post cool shit on Facebook that you like, and the cool way the algorithms work is that eventually like-minded people are going to see your stuff. And a cute chick is like, hey, I like that quote, or I like that video that you posted, or I like that funny picture that you posted. And then she starts checking out your pictures, going, wow, he's really handsome. Then she sends you a friend request. Hey, thanks for the friend request. Great to meet you. You are absolutely stunningly gorgeous. We should chat sometime. Send me your number. Let's FaceTime, or what's your Skype name? Let's get together. When are you free? She's reaching out to you. It's that simple. You can have 100 friends on your friends list, and if you just post things on there that you're interested in, the magic of the internet, like-minded people will show up and want to be your friend, and you never know who you're going to meet. That's beauty. It's just about being awesome and focusing on doing things that you love, and you'll naturally draw other people to you who are like-minded. It makes it really fucking easy. So he says, we sent a few messages, talked on the phone, and then I set a time to meet. It's fucking perfect. Look how easy and effortless this is. He's just focused on being awesome, posting cool shit on his Facebook that he likes. And some girl saw it. Maybe one of his mutual friends or a mutual connection liked one of his things, and therefore once he liked it, it showed up in her newsfeed. That's how it works. He said it was so ironic that we stayed literally across the street from each other and didn't even know it. The first night I spent with her, we were just on the couch watching movies and playing around, bantering. I went for the kiss, and there we were, making out. Hang out, have fun, hook up, man. It's a perfect fucking formula if you follow it. I didn't sleep with her on the first night, though, because there was still some fear there, which stopped me from making a move for her clothes. Maybe not. That's great. Look how easy it was. She already liked you. And you're not really doing anything to talk her out of liking you. He says, however, last night, she invited me over again. How come she's like literally across the street? How fucking awesome is that? This is effortless. You just apply these things and women just show up. They hear about you. They see you on social media posting things that you're interested in. If you're in the dogs or cat videos, or people will find you. Like, hey, I really liked your video. That's great. And they send you a friend request. It's like, hey. This time, I fueled up on a few of Corey's videos. We did the same routine, but this time I used his patented 2 steps forward, 1 step back technique to seal the deal. I rubbed her on her pussy and she closed her legs. So I just pulled back and said okay with a smirk on my face. She started initiating contact again, so I made a different approach by kissing her. I went for her neck and started sucking on her neck. While doing so, I attempted to finger her, and this time she opened up. Did she say ah? There was an album from a band. I can't remember. It was like an 80s band or early 90s. And the title of it was Open Up and Say Ah. Don't know why I thought of that just now, but there you go. Useless trivia of the day. Thanks to you, Corey, I had sex with a girl I was actually very physically attracted to, and it was just 3 days after meeting her. You were the man. Thank you. Dude, that's fucking awesome. Thanks for sharing that success story. This particular guy, I don't think I've ever coached him. He's watched videos, he's read my book, he's done the fundamentals, and he just applies it. And he gets success. That's fucking awesome. This is your birthright to have a great life like this. Everybody deserves that, and that's why I love what I do. It's amazing. Instead of sitting at home by himself, jerking off or playing video games, he's getting his brains fucked out by his neighbor who happened to live across the street. Who knew? So if you'd like to get my help personally, the quickest way is to book a paid phone, Skype, or email coaching session with yours truly. You can choose any of those options by going to my website, clicking the products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions for booking whichever option works best for you. And I will talk to you soon.